Look, I gotta get some shit off my chest, and I really don't want to hear anything about it, okay? I slept with my kid's dad a few weeks ago. Kid was graduating. I had baby fever. All my friends are having kids. It happened, okay? But I say that to say, a week ago, his mom texted me, and she's like, are you guys in a relationship? And I'm immediately like, oh, fuck, because this man is in no condition to be in a relationship. He barely was when we got together the first time around, let alone now where he's Ubering, he's put on 40 pounds, he still is with his parents, like, just not good. That's one thing you need to know. Because every man wants a girl that will stay while he's struggling. I'm here to tell you, a man that is struggling, dangerous. Dangerous. If you want to put up with that, go ahead. I cannot fucking lose my life with a, no. Because they'll try to control you because they can't control anything else, okay? So, that catches us up to speed from last week. Now, Monday, I got a text from him asking about something that I tweeted back in 2015. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again. Like, bro, what year is it? Okay, then yesterday calls me asking me if I fucked some guy from Maine back in 2018. And I'm like, yeah, 8 years later, the answer is still no, you fucking idiot. And he's like, well, I just, like, don't even know if I can believe you because, like, you did, like, step out and start dating somebody and start hooking up with them. Like, that's a lot for a man to get over. I'm not asking you to get over it. I am not even asking to be in a relationship. I don't know what the fuck is going on here that you simultaneously are asking to be with me, yet treating it like you are the only prize. You are not a prize. And I stopped short of saying that because I'm a decent fucking human. And I don't want you to... Bro. So I finally just had to, like, let him have it. And he obviously chalked it up to, well, you must be hiding something if you don't want to be with me or if you don't want to entertain the relationship. I'm like, no, I'm just 30 and I've got shit to fucking worry about. I'm not worried about something I tweeted 10 years ago, 12 years ago, bro. Like, get the fuck over it. And if you can't, I'm not the one for you. So his response was to call me out of my name and tell me that he is not obligated to pay me any money anymore because I'm not his significant other. And I said, oh, that's funny. So is your money going to me or the kid? I'm confused. I'm not in daycare. The fuck? So I said, all right, if you want to act like a bitch, and I don't play calling a man a bitch, especially a black man, but I said, if you want to act like a bitch, you will be treated as such, okay? I will be calling your mom, letting her know what a sorry excuse of a child her son is. And I sure did. Was on the phone with her for like 30 minutes, and she shares the same fucking sentiments. And it's so funny to listen to him bitch, because he's like, everybody thinks you're this, everybody thinks you're, and I'm like, really? Because I'm talking to your own goddamn mom. Your own mother. And then he's like, I barely even listened to her. And I'm like, yeah, we know. That's why you turned out the way you fucking did, buddy. What the hell? So that was my night. And it's so funny because he really thinks he can get one over on me by like, oh, I'm not going to pay you. Okay, cool. If I get one viral video a month, like, I'm probably okay without your payment. Beyond that, I'm looking at getting a promotion soon at my job. I'm doing really well at my job. I'm doing really well in life, period. And part of me wanted to have this, like, big fucking anxiety attack because I felt like I was just thrust back into, like the beginning of our relationship when I did depend on him for money, when it was that serious, when I was, like, I felt, like, still tied to him in a way, and it's like, I'm not anymore. Like, fuck around. He's like, you can take me to court. Here's the thing. You want me to take you to court because he thinks that the court's going to tell me that he only has to pay $100 a month when I pay for literally every expense in her fucking life. And I pay for rent for us to stay at my parents' house. So when you look at my $1,800 paycheck, I've got like $200 at the end of bills, at the end of taking care of her. I just spent $250 on groceries the other day just for this week. So he's got it fucked up, but I'm not taking him to court because that would establish his rights. And even his mom was like, sometimes you just got to take these men to court and, let them deal with it. And I said, that's what he wants. That is low-key what he wants. And part of me is like, do it so that, one, he can see how dumb he is thinking that he's not going to be made to pay more money. But two, I don't want you to have your rights. I don't want you to be able to have a say if I want to take this kid out of the fucking state, if I want to take this kid to Europe, if I want to put this kid in a summer camp to IMG. I don't want you to be involved at all in those decisions. I love that Florida, regardless if a man is on a birth certificate, makes you go to court to establish paternal rights for that man. I love that shit. And I almost think that's better than the money that I would be getting from him, because what? You're giving me $300? Like, I could go fucking do hair and make that one day a week, one day every other week working if I needed to. Like, and again, it's like I had this weird feeling of like, oh my God, like I'm stressed, like he's putting me in such a bad spot. And it's like, bitch, you're not in a bad spot. Like, you have $3,000 in your savings account, you have $10,000 in another savings account, and you have a job, you're getting paid. Like, it is not that scary. And thank God. Like, I legit woke up this morning, like, you know that song by Akon is like, thank you for sunshine, thank you for rain, thank you for joy, thank you for pain. I just fucking played that because I was like, you know what? If you keep your cool, shit is going to go your way. You can't flip out. Everything is going to be okay. And it's crazy because like sometimes I tell myself that and shit's really like not going to be okay. Legitimately, everything is going to be okay. And that's on being me and not him.